There is a bean that yields more protein per square foot than cattle. It requires no land, no fertilizer, and no sunlight. It matures on your windowsill in days. NASA researched it for space stations. The United Nations declared it the most promising food crop of the 20th century. And then music almost vanished from Western consciousness. A single box in a window can provide fresh protein all year. And by the music conclusion of this film, you will understand exactly how. Welcome back to the Botanical Vault. Before we begin the practical guide, tell me something. Have you noticed music, this plant growing wild near your home? Leave it in the comments. Sometimes the most expensive item is not hidden in a laboratory. It's beside a road, climbing a fence, or in someone's garden who never shared it on the internet. Now, do a simple experiment. Go to any grocery this week. Spend 1 minute at the meat section. Look at the individual standing at the counter. You will notice the same music pattern over and over. They pick up packages of ground beef, glance at the price, and then put them down. In several cities around the United States, the same amount, dollars per pound, appears repeatedly. And music is more than just a price. It's the expression. It's the mental math on the aisle. Protein has grown pricey. But on a windowsill, music 3 blocks from that same store, someone is growing protein without land, animals, refrigeration, or a supply chain. Just a shallow tray and some tap water. The plant responsible for music has a detail that seems nearly created. Its pods include 4 music, longitudinal wings. That is why botanists named it Sopharpus tetraonalobus, or winged bean. Many farmers in the Philippines recognize music by its native names, which vary by province. In Indonesia and throughout Asia, it is sold under several names. It goes by a variety of names in Papua, New Guinea, where it has been practiced for over Songpan years. Each one signifies generations of cooking soil, climate, and survival. The West almost forgot music, but science did not. In Nungpan Gao Roy Jetsipha, the National Academy of Sciences convened a group of agricultural scientists in Washington, D.C. Their mission was straightforward: locate underutilized music tropical plants with outstanding potential. They looked through hundreds of contenders and chose the winged music bean for particular consideration. The report that resulted from the work, released in Nungpan Kaoroy Patsabit, Music, employed unusually vivid language for a scientific paper. They referred to it as a supermarket on a stalk. That expression persisted for a reason. Practically music, every part of this plant is tasty. The young pods taste like green beans. The ripe seeds have protein levels that rival soybeans. The leaves provide nutrients similar to spinach. Flowers can also be eaten, and nearly no one in the West notices the underground tubers that are concealed beneath the earth, music, which can contain %% protein. To put that into context, potatoes are typically approximately %. That indicates that for the same harvest weight, the winged bean tuber can provide 4 times more protein than a typical tuber. However, the true story lies in the seed. Laboratory investigations published in food science publications have found that the protein music content of the winged bean ranges between %% and %, music, depending on the type. Beef by dry weight is typically around %. The discovery that a plant seed can compete with animal muscle and protein density should have sparked a revolution, yet it wasn't. Why? Because music has an additional element that makes it even more disruptive to the industrial system. It is a legume that fixates nitrogen. It creates nodules in its roots where microorganisms convert nitrogen from the air into plant nourishment. Practically speaking, the winged bean fertilizes itself. Less dependence on synthetic fertilizers, less reliance on the industrial chain, fewer recurring purchases, and a crop that requires less music external inputs. It is not the type of crop that anyone wants to sell to you. In the Nungpan Kaoroy Patsips, agricultural music, research stations in tropical areas began substantial programs. Asian research music centers generated enhanced varieties. Stations in Nigeria and India evaluated music cultivation methods. Agricultural organizations advocated the winged bean as a potential candidate for increasing protein consumption in diets where meat is either expensive or unstable. For a moment, it appeared that the winged bean might change global protein production. Then interest waned. Funding has changed. Programs were shut off. Research shifted to other projects, and the winged bean returned to its traditional habitats where it had never vanished. Music continues to be developed in yards, gardens, and local markets throughout Southeast Asia. However, the predicted revolution did not take hold in Europe or North America. The rationale has more to do with economics than biology. In tropical areas, the winged bean can function as a perennial. You plant it once, and it grows back year after year. It produces some of its own fertility. It requires less contributions after installation. Each of these characteristics makes it useful for food security. At the same time, it is undesirable to an agricultural system based on continuous sales of seeds, fertilizers, and pesticides. But now comes the moment where hardly nobody explained music to you. You don't need a tropical farm to get the best out of this bean. You don't require dirt. You don't require a field. In reality, the most efficient version at home does not require direct sunshine. You merely need to comprehend germination, because the secret lies not just in the plant, but also in what happens when a seed awakens. When a seed germinates, its chemistry, changes. Previously dormant enzymes become activated. Starches degrade into simple sugars. Proteins become more digestible. Vitamins are produced from precursors. The seed no longer serves as a storage unit and instead functions as a living system that allows to grow. Food chemistry journals have published research that quantifies these changes. For example, trypsin inhibitors, which interfere with protein digestion and serve as a natural defense. In seeds might decrease dramatically during germination. Sometimes between % and % Depending on the protocol and timing, this protection is effective when the seed is latent and attempting to survive. But once it germinates, the focus is growth, so the chemical armor is turned off. Vitamin C has an even more remarkable story. Dry seeds contain very little vitamin C, but after a few days of sprouting, the concentration can increase considerably. In winged bean sprouts, growth of up to % have been documented around the 5th day under certain conditions. The seed produces that vitamin as it prepares for active life, and you harvest that nutritional boost at the perfect time. Protein digestibility also increases from roughly % in raw seeds to more than % in sprouts. That means you're not simply eating protein on paper. Your body absorbs more of what is present. In practice, sprouting performs some of the digestive job for you. And here's the important window, the point of maximal density between days 4 and 5. At that point, the cotyledons, the first two structures to emerge from the seed, had already expanded. They retain the original nutritional value of the grain. However, with the enzymatic advances brought about by germination, less energy is being channeled into long stems and huge roots. Day 4 to 5 is often the harvest time for the best texture and value per volume. Yes, here's the how. Minute method that works in any kitchen. First, collect seeds. In many cities, Asian merchants sell the winged bean dried, sometimes under names like Goa bean or angled bean. There are also internet retailers and seed exchange networks that provide untreated seeds expressly for sprouting. When compared to animal protein, kilogram often costs extremely little and generates dozens of harvests. You are not buying food for a single day. You're purchasing cycles. Second, conduct a cursory inspection. Examine the seeds and discard any that are broken, very dark, clearly moldy, or damaged. Damaged seeds provide an access opportunity for fungus. This step just takes some seconds and can save music a week of failed batches. Thirdly, soak them. Put the seeds in a glass jar or basin. Cover them with room temperature water. Because seeds absorb water and expand, use around 3 times as much water as seed volume. If some seeds are only partially hydrated, they may germinate unevenly, increasing the danger of smells and mold. Allow them to soak for 10 hours. The range is important. Less time can result in poor germination. More time can promote bacterial development. Finally, drain entirely. Rinse with fresh water. Drain again. The golden rule is straightforward. Never leave any standing water. Fifth, use a container that drains. It could be a commercial sprouting tray, a hole-punched window box, a cloth-lined colander, or a perforated tray. Drainage is more important than the container. Standing water is an ideal habitat for mold. Sixth, position the music accurately. Store the container away from direct sunlight. Sprouts music grow well in indirect light or even shadow. Direct sunlight warms the seed mass, which promotes bacterial growth and can provide a bitter music taste. A counter away from the window works great. A cabinet with the door partially music open is also functional. Seventh, rinse twice a day, in the morning and at night. Use room temperature water. Music. Shake gently to get all the seeds soaked. Drain thoroughly. Each rinse eliminates music, metabolic waste, and adds oxygen. Skipping rinses is music, the quickest method to produce a batch that smells odd. Germination at the 8th temperature varies greatly with climate music. Temperatures between 20 and 30 ongsa Celsius are usually acceptable. Below that, growth slows. Above that, contamination, music, grows. Most residences fall into this range at some point during the day. If your kitchen music is too hot in the heat, choose a cooler area. If everything music is cold in the winter, avoid frosty windows and seek a warm corner. Now, focus on music, the process markers since they provide you control. On day song, root tips will emerge from the seed. On day sam, the roots lengthen and the cotyledons begin to split. On day 4, the cotyledons expand and appear pale greenish music or yellowish. On day 5, the stem reaches its maximum expansion before beginning to elongate and divert energy. Harvest by music, cutting the sprouts at the base or lifting the entire mat if grown in a tray. Rinse and drain the harvest thoroughly. Store it in the refrigerator in a jar lined with paper towels to absorb excess moisture. When refrigerated properly, they can last to days, but the optimum flavor and texture are often achieved within pat hours. And now comes the secret that transforms this into continuous production. Begin the next batch on the same day you harvest. With 2 containers in rotation, you always have fresh protein minutes a day, regardless of seasons, climate, or waiting for meat prices to decline. Let us now do the arithmetic to see how opinion becomes a system. A regular inch window box can produce a volume of sprouts in a day cycle, which, when converted to dry, music matter equivalent, can reach roughly g under normal conditions. If we estimate a protein content of 30%, that is 30 g of protein per cycle, hook cycles per month, which is more than g in a year. Music, or more than kilogram of protein originating from one window. Compare that to beef. Obtaining kilogram of protein from cattle requires rearing an animal for pat to music months. That animal consumes an enormous amount of feed, much of which is grain that humans could eat. It needs water, land, veterinary care, transportation, slaughter, infrastructure, refrigeration, and distribution. Your box music requires tap water, a container, and a little discipline. The contrast is systemic, not just logistical. Meat depends on fragile systems: fuel, refrigeration, transportation, music, feed costs, and availability. Home blossoming is dependent music on something that rarely disappears, even in a crisis. Water and time. If you have seeds, you have a protein reserve. If you own a container, you have a factory. Not an industrial music factory, but a biological factory. This is food sovereignty, not bunkers or heaps of ultra-processed music food. Sovereignty entails being able to create essential nutrition in your own music place with a simple and repeatable ability. That is why the winged bean is such an effective representation of a difficult truth. Real proven music solutions do not become widespread if they do not align with the supply chain's economic structure. The winged bean waited, and the West music disregarded it. It waited as money pursued patented products. It waited while massive markets for isolated nutrients in capsules emerged. It waited while costs soared and families made calculations in the meat aisle. Seeds music don't comprehend markets. They understand water temperature and time. Give them those three ingredients, and they will turn music from dormant storage to live nourishment, from a forgotten crop to a music kitchen staple, and from an agricultural rarity to food security that music you control. If this video has helped you do one thing, subscribe to Botanical Vault. And if you start your first batch today, please come back and let us know what day you harvested and how the flavor turned out. Because information comes alive when it moves from the screen music to your kitchen. And now you know what occurs next depends on a box in your window and how minutes of your time each.